Hey guys, Jacob Jones here. Welcome back to the WWE Save. Last episode, we did Monday Night Raw. I said we were going to do both Raw and SmackDown, but unfortunately, by that point, it was really late at night and I kind of wanted to head to bed, so had to split it up into two parts. But we are here now. We are ready. We will do whatever we can. Uh, I actually do have to do something real quick because SmackDown, I've decided to give a new broadcast partner for Joe Tessitore. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why? What's wrong with Wade Barrett? His color, unfortunately, has been stuck on 69 for quite a bit now, unfortunately. And it doesn't seem to be showing any signs of going up anytime soon, which is not the most ideal for me. Like, I would like for the commentary to be as high quality as I can have it be. So, I decided to bring in a third member for the booth. And that third member uh, is Alex Kozlov. Alex Kozlov is the new color commentator. He'll be working alongside Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. So, fun times for us all. Now, let us get to the show. No need to give people the night off. Where will we go today? We've we haven't been here yet. No, we have not been here. That works. We'll have you go to the Monument Ice area. The Monument Ice Arena. I like that. We'll use that as our venue. Here's the Booker meeting. 119 points today. Sounds good. Angle idea. Jacob Fatu can use it. Perfect. Run one to storyline idea. Let's likely to succeed. Save the rest for another day. Let's see what's going on with our locker room. Training. Candice Ray has an idea for enhancing her character. Stephanie McMahon and Matt Seidel got into an argument over something. Okay then. Oh, Jason Jordan brought pizza for everyone. That's nice of him. Very nice to see. Alright, very good. Alright. Not much to say about that. We have 14 segments for the show. So, let us get started. So, first thing we're going to be doing today, we will open the show up with our good friend Randy Orton, still the WWE Champion after his defense of the title at Backlash, beating Ilya Dragunov. And he's going to cut a promo how he is still the champion and how he has not been taken off his feet. It may have been close, but at the end of the day, the Viper still stands on top. He still stands on top. And now he is looking towards Clash to Italy, where he is looking for his next challenger. Next person to step up is Finn Balor. Now, Finn Balor, he's been watching Randy Orton from afar for many years. And he knows that Randy has stated he would love to face him before he retires. So he tells Randy, "You want me for a match? I want you for a match. Let's do something that no one's ever seen before. Let's do Balor and Orton for the WWE Championship." Now, this is tempting for Randy because in real life, this is true. Randy Orton has expressed interest in facing Finn Balor before he retires. Whether or not that happens in real life is yet to be seen. Now, he is tempted about this, but he's not sure if Finn is really ready to take on the Viper. So, here's the deal. He wants Finn Balor to prove himself to him before he can sign off on a title match. What that looks like, he doesn't know yet, but he will show it to him when he gets that opportunity. So, going to be essentially showcasing. Basically, he's telling him, I need you to show me what you would do to me as an opponent before I can make the match official. So that'll get that storyline set up. Like a little road agent note there. There we go. This will go 11 minutes. All is well. So after that, head to commercial. And Randy Orton, he is walking in the backstage area when he comes across Angel Garza. Again, and Angel is once again telling him that he'd be willing to he'd be willing to step up to show Randy Orton that hey, he can be a viable player and take on Finn Balor for him next week. Randy Orton, by this point, has had to deal with him for almost a month, and he is practically sick of it at this point. And he is telling him, under no uncertain terms, to leave him alone. He doesn't care about him. He's never cared about him. He thinks he's unserious. He thinks he's a waste of roster space. Just running this guy down throughout all of it. And that's not cool of Randy, obviously. Angel, obviously upset about this. Randy storms off. Angel's gonna look on. What will this? Where will this all lead? Well, we'll get there when we get there. For now, though, it's time for our first match of the evening, and we are going to have it between The New Day and Damian Priest and R-Truth. And this match will be for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Have it at 12. Have a 12-minute match here, 14 minutes overall. Should be a fun little match between the two of them. In the end, Damian Priest and R-Truth will retain the tag team titles. They will continue to stand strong. After the match, hard-fought match here. Damian Priest, R-Truth, they are celebrating. They see Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods stirring up to their feet, trying to get back up there. R-Truth motions towards Damian, tells them that they gotta help him up. They will do so, and it looks like for a moment there is a bit of sportsmanship between the two sides. That's interesting. But as they're shaking hands, however, Charles Dempsey and Lexis King step into the ring, and they start attacking both teams here. They put the boots on both of them, just trying to take them down as best they can. Able to lay them both out. They stand tall at the end of that beatdown as Birthright continues to assert their dominance here in the WWE. So, that's it for that match. Alright, we're gonna make something that's not part of the script. Let's, what would be a good way to go about it? Okay, I think I know where to take this here. So after that, we see Charlie Dempsey and we see Lexis King. They're patting themselves on the back. They're satisfied with what they did. When Nick Aldis comes up to him, he's like, hey, what the hell was that all about? You just attacked two of our best tag teams here on Friday Night SmackDown. Lexus, again, is the mouthpiece for the duo. At least it's as it seems here. He tells them, if that is the best you have to offer this tag team division, then frankly, your tag team division is a joke. We came to SmackDown to rebuild this tag team division brick by brick because it is our birthright. The birthright that our fathers left behind for this industry. And we will do whatever it takes to make this tag team division better than what it once was. So, Lexus King is going to be making the challenge. If the tag team division needs to be purged, then it has to start with the New Day. They want to go up against the New Day next. They want to go up against the New Day. Nick Aldis, he hears them out, and he will grant them that match. And as he leaves, however, he's going to give them a note. He's going to let them know, I hope New Day teaches you two a little lesson. That's a 2-minute match. So 2-minute segment here. We will probably get a match. You know what? Let's do another match. Let's do another match. Because I do want someone to get a squash match here. Pretty slim pickings for Chopper, guys. There is a JJ Garrett, though. Let's see. Okay. I can make that work. Fine by me. Sure. I don't mind a big deal. And who should I have him face? Who is not currently doing anything at this time? JJ Garrett versus... Oh. Hi, Danhausen. That'd be funny. That'd actually be kind of funny. But I'm going with Royce Keys here. I think this makes the most sense. Give Royce Keys a nice squash win over a jobber. Fun times. 2 minutes, and you kill a man. Let's see. What else do we do? Let's do a vignette. Let's talk about something that has been going on. We are going to be continuing the Pat McAfee Project storyline. It's meeting 1. And so, the way I pictured this story starting, this vignette starting, I imagine it starts with them at maybe one of Pat McAfee's houses or mansions. I'm not really sure what that would be like, but they enter Pat McAfee's place, essentially. Neither of them particularly enthused about the idea of going there to begin with. But Pat McAfee comes up to them. He's like, holy hell, you guys made it. So it's like, look, man, we didn't even want to be here, but you gave us this stinking, you gave us them letters or whatever you got. We kind of have to be here. So, not much they can do about it. So, Pat McAfee, we then cut to inside the house where Pat McAfee is going to give his first little speech to them. And the basic way I would see this going is that Pat McAfee sees these 4 people. He looks at them, and he has seen what they were able to do in that ring, and he tells them, you guys suck. I mean, you guys, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't great. In fact, some of you, honest, are what I would consider the kind of wrestler I would personally go to bat for. But he explains that he wants to work with them because he feels they have the potential. They have potential. They could be something, and he is asking for them to work with Pat McAfee so that he can turn them into lean, mean wrestling machines. People that can kick ass, like he kicks the ball, take names, like how he took names as the punter of the Colts, and just enjoy wrestling again. Enjoy the wrestling business again. It's too. Now, Rusev is the only one. Now, of the four of them, Candice LeRae seems a little interested in this. She is wondering what this would be. Mean, what is in for them? Pat McAfee is going to assure them they get whatever title shots they need. Shawnee does not seem interested at all. Neither does Solo Sikoa. Rusev, on the other hand, actually is okay with it. He thinks that's kind of cool. He thinks that's really fun. He would like to be in contention for the WWE Championship, so he's willing to hear him out. So basically, Pat McAfee has a lot of work to do to get Johnny and Solo Sikoa on his side. Um, yeah, this feels right to me. This will continue the story. The story of the Pat McAfee project going on pretty well. We go back stage again, where we see Chad Gable getting ready for his matchup. He is going to be teaming up with someone new, and that someone new is Matt Cardona. And the two of them, they're talking. Matt Cardona's excited about teaming up with Chad. Chad is more reserved. He's interested in this. He wants to see where this goes. And Cardona, he's already thinking like, you know, maybe this all work. If this all works out, maybe we could do a little bit more of this at some point. Maybe we could, maybe we could like share our action figures at some point. Like I've got a pretty good collection. Yeah, maybe you've got one. And Chad's just like, um, okay. Basically, this is an odd couple team. Chad Gable, the more serious type. Matt Cardona, definitely a bit more on the excitable side. But this is their first time teaming up together. We are hoping they have good chemistry. We will see. We will definitely see. They are setting something up. Potential new tag team coming up here. We will see what happens with them. 2 minutes for both. And that is indeed what happens next. It will be Chad Gable and Matt Cardona making their first appearance as a tag team, going up against The Miz and Kit Wilson, better known as True Masculinity. And this one's a pretty simple match, 8-minute match, 10 minutes overall. In the end, Chad Gable will pick up the win for his team, making The Miz submit to his ankle lock. Miz taps out, and it is unfortunate news for them. Alright, let's go back there again. Okay. Let's have Blake Monroe and Tiffany Stratton meet up again. And Blake Monroe going to the ring for her match that's coming up. Tiffany comes on, she's wondering why Blake wasn't there for her match. Blake just tells her, "Dear, let me just be. I'm just going to be as honest with you as possible. I don't. I did not care. I could not care less about this whole match thing you've got going with you. If you're trying to impress me, you're barking up the wrong tree. It's just not going to happen. My advice: rethink your priorities. It would do you a world of good." So yeah, basically Blake Monroe shutting down Tiffany Stratton's advances down. Sad days for her. Let me make that will do. Just 2 minutes. Yeah, this is probably a good time for another little squash match. Get a woman here. Oh wow, nothing. Let's do that. Choices. Choices. Ah, there's a Shaza McKenzie. Okay, I can work with that. So, Shaza McKenzie, you're going to lose to Blake Monroe. This one makes pretty good sense to me. Blake Monroe will get her second win, I believe. No, third win. She had a debut match early. But yeah, she will win this match. Clean. Pinfall. Hooray. Alright, what else do we have? Yeah, I think now's a good time to start paying some of these off. Hmm, let's do. Yeah, I actually really like that. Yeah, let's do this next. So Trick Williams is going to come out. He is going to give a little promo discussing what happened at Backlash with him using Carmelo as a shield to protect him from the hell of a kick. And Trick, now he's been through a lot, but for the first time in his life, he genuinely felt conflicted on if this was the right thing to do. Now, eventually he does regain his bravado. He says, "Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get your 11 pepper steppers where you gotta go." So eventually it does seem like he's getting somewhere with that. And then Carmelo Hayes comes out. And the two of them, they start arguing. Carmelo is trying to figure out if Trick's really on his side, really cares about him, or if he's still in that area with him where he thinks that the only person that matters is himself. So they keep arguing for a little bit until Trick Williams reveals to Carmelo that he wouldn't have even been in the U.S. title match had he not lobbied for Nick Aldis to make a showcase match for him at WrestleMania. Because he knew what it felt like to miss the biggest event of your life. He missed last year's Mania. He didn't want him to miss this year's Mania. So that takes everyone for a loop. They're both surprised, and they both decide they need to figure this out together. They need to sort this shit out as soon as possible. So they decide tonight they are going to have a match to determine the United States champion. So Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams will be your main event for tonight. Wonderful stuff between the two of them. Wonderful stuff. Okay. We still have 100 minutes left, so plenty of time still to go. Let's see. I think I can get another match up. What do I want the match to be upon? There is an Apollo, but I kind of want him to sit for a bit. Matt Seidel could be interesting. I might do a women's match, though, is the thing. What's the women's division looking like? We have a Lyra. You can go up against JC Jane, and JC Jane, you can pick up a win. And we'll say this will happen via a distraction. Should make this clean. We'll say that Fallon Henley distracts her. That makes sense. Fallon Henley at ringside. So is Lainey Reed. And we'll have Alexa Bliss be in Lyra's corner. That makes sense. So that match goes off. The feud between them is not yet over. There's still plenty more where that came from. But we will get there when we get there. What's next? I like this. I do like this, but I want to get some more matches off before I sign off on that. But first, let's do another Spitfire vignette. Danny Luna and Jody Fred, they are coming to SmackDown very shortly. They will hopefully debut soon. We will find out when that day is. But yes. After that, Asuka and Kairi, they're going to have a little interview with Megan Morant, just being like, hey, so last week you said some very interesting words to Julia. We're trying to understand what that's all about. And Asuka, she's just keeping it real. She's telling them, I said what needed to be said. And Julia thinks she is on my level. She's not even in the same stratosphere. It has been proven time and time again. So this will advance 2 stories for the price of 1. So we're gonna take that. She's gonna probably want. Yep, she's gonna want to go without a script. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now we do this. So CM Punk is gonna make his way out towards the ring. We saw what happened in Backlash with Ethan Page and Grace Waller pulling a ruse, saying they were on vacation in Hawaii, only to be proven wrong here. So CM Punk's not wasting any time. He wants Ethan and Grayson to get their asses out here right now. But instead, he gets Ricky Saints. And the two of them, they cut a promo together. They have a promo off. Ricky Saints talks about how he's the fastest rising star here in the WWE. CM Punk tells him, yeah, and you were the fastest rising star in another promotion too. How'd that work out for you? So the two of them, they're jawing at each other. There's a stare down between the two of them. Looks like we're gonna get some sort of fisticuffs. But Snake attacked him. Ricky Saints, he's taken aback by this. He didn't expect that whatsoever. Oh my goodness. This is awful news. They're stuffing a mud hole on the two of them. And then here comes LA Knight, here to make the save. He takes out Ethan Page, takes out Grayson Waller. Ricky Saints is going to get out of Dodge here as he helps CM Punk up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. It is 2 different storylines coming together. Two storylines for the price of one here. Oh joy, oh joy. Good almighty Lord and joy. And we go backstage. Ricky is angry at Ethan and Grayson for getting in here. He's wondering what that was all about. He had a good thing going with CM Punk. Was going to show him something here. And those two sort of ruin it here. Noticeably, Ethan and Ricky, they're going to get up pretty hard because, remember, they have history from NXT. Grayson, once again, has to play the mediator here. So, three of them have to keep it together here. Yeah, the three of them, they have to keep it together here. Look, right now, LA Knight and Punk, they're reeling. They're clearly aligned together. They don't have to enjoy it. But right now, going to have to tolerate it. Again, it's not ideal for any of them right now. But that's just the lay of the land. You know what? I'll let this be improvised. I don't mind that being improvised. Alright. Next match. What do I want to do? You've already wrestled. You've already wrestled. You are gonna be in a match. Let's do. Oh, yeah, there is a Danhausen. Okay, yeah, there is a Danhausen. That just makes sense. Let me pull something up real quick. Shouldn't be too long. There it is. Let's see here. Just give me a moment. I'm just looking through my notes. Oh, that is what I have. I think I can let this one be for a little bit. I can probably push it to next week, maybe. Yeah, I'll push that to next week. What do I want to do here? Yeah, it might just have to be Rhea Ripley then. Rhea Ripley versus. Rhea Ripley, not Kiana James. Good lord, no. Yeah. Sorry, Flammer. Sorry, Lady Maravilia. It's gonna have to be a handicap match. Yep, it'll be a handicap match between Women's Champion Rhea Ripley going up against Flammer and Lady Maravilia. Los Toxicos. And let's just be honest with ourselves. This is Rhea Ripley having her way with two women. This is Rhea Ripley just taking care of two birds with one stone. I'll give it storytelling. You skipped it. Well, no. I'll come back to that later. If I do need to make it storytelling, we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Okay. That's all well and done. I think we're good with impromptu stuff from here. Let's do. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. So after the match, next up we have Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. I will mention this real quick. I mentioned that Braun Breaker beat Seth Rollins at Backlash. I made a boo boo. It was supposed to be Braun Breaker, but I had it be Seth Rollins. I forgot to change that. That's on me. I will kayfabe it by saying that the chair shot The chair shot did work out. It backfired in from Paul Heyman. Distraction backfired. Seth Rollins got his stomp in. 1, 2, 3. Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, they are not happy about all this. They think this is terrible. Paul Heyman, he is not happy with what happened. And he feels that Seth Rollins and his proteges in Fraxium got in the way of what they wanted to do. Now, Paul Heyman, he's seen a lot in his career. He has seen and done it all. And at this stage in his career, he no longer just wants to be an architect. He no longer just wants to be an advocate or a wise man or even an oracle. He wants to leave this industry better than where he left it. So from here on in, he is going to be creating the future of this industry brick by brick. And that Seth Rollins is a man that is past his prime, a man who no longer can stand the test of time. It is just all over and done with. Now, Seth Rollins, he is looking for a fight. He wants to take care of some business here. But before he can fight Braun Breaker, he is bum rushed by 2 different guys here. That being El Hijo de Wagner Jr. and Galeno del Mal. Now, commentary team is absolutely losing their shit. They're wondering what Los Wagner brothers are here. What are they up to? What is this all about? They're putting boots to ass on Seth Rollins, but Fraxium, they come in to make a save. By that point, damage is done. We don't know what business Paul Heyman has with Los Wagner Bros, or if they even have business in general. Well, you will live, Seth Rollins. You will live. I'll give him money. But yeah, basically, that's what happens there. And then afterwards, I will say, we'll give like, no, actually, no, I will do this here. Alpha Academy, so we go backstage, Alpha Academy, they are busy preparing for their match. Akira Tozawa is preparing for his match. When Otis comes up to him, he tells him, hey, I've ever seen, yeah, just wanted to give you this message. Apparently it's from our opponent, the opponent for tonight. And they have an ominous message from whoever this opponent is. It doesn't look particularly promising. I'll put it that much. Both of them, they seem alarmed by it, but they'll see what happens. It's probably nothing serious. But it is serious. Evil is here. Yes, we're finally going to get him debuted in WWE proper. He's working the crowd. And he is just making his way down to the ring. He is ready to make his WWE debut. And he will. He will absolutely destroy Akira Tozawa in a 3-minute match. Let's see. Yeah. And then we'll have Io and Julia have a little thing here. So, after last week, obviously, shit went down with Julia, Asuka, and Kairi. Julia still feels a bit hurt regarding all that. Io's getting worried about her. She hasn't seen her like this in a very long time. She's telling her, hey, maybe I should step in and put a stop to this. I can help you out. But Julia resists once again. She does not want Io Sky to fight her battles. To her, she must prove this by herself. She has to prove herself that she is as good as people as she claims she is. That'll take us to our next match. Alright, I'll bring in someone from NXT. I feel like that's a better way to go about it. Tia Stone, no. Carmen Petrovic, not Kendall Gray, not La Catarina. Raven, no, no. Um, yeah, not many great options. Not you. You know what? Give me Thea Hill. Thea Hill would be great for this. So, Thea Hale will face Julia today. And you know what? This can be your storytelling match. And I think the story here would be that Asuka does come out. Kairi's saying as well. They keep talking trash to Thea, and Julia, I should say. And that only makes Julia more and more aggressive in her attack because she wants to prove something. And so she does that, and that goes according to plan. And after the match, Julia's going to keep attacking Thea while Asuka and Kairi egg her on. But on the Titantron, we see Kiana James with her bodyguards, Brutus and Julius Creed. She congratulates her on the relatively acceptable performance, and she has come to a decision. Since Julia really wants some form of revenge on her, whatever revenge that may be, she's going to offer her a match for next week. The two of them, one on one, for the United States Championship. Julia accepts, and we have a match for next week. So all is well with them. That storyline will continue. Get that. No. Julia accepts. This can go like 2 minutes. Have her cut a promo. That'll do. It's that story. Okay, I think we should be fine from here. Next up, Ilya Dragunov. He's going to address the fans after what happened with Backlash, ultimately coming up short against Randy. Had a good match, though. Ilya is going to thank the fans for all the support they've given him after that match and leading up to it. And he vows to keep fighting as long as he can. Then Aleister Black comes out and he tells Ilya, I'm very happy that my path for the Viper has borne great fruit. And I see before me a man who has come very close to obtaining what he wants, but came just a bit short. So, basically, he tells him he wants to pick up whatever's left of Ilya Dragunov's body. So they're going to have a match right now. They're doing this right now. They are not waiting. Oh, that's the storytelling match. Okay, interesting. Okay, I can work with that. Alright, I can work with that. So, Angel attacks Ilya. So, okay, I know how we're doing this. I know how we're doing this then. Okay, so here's how we do this. After Angel attacks Ilya Dragunov, he is going to get on the microphone. He is going to cut, well, at least I hope he ends up cutting a very spirited promo. He tells Randy, "You think that I am not worth your time? That I'm not serious? I am part of Lucha royalty. I am the son of Hector Garza, one of the most underrated luchadors of all time. I have shown that I can be a great competitor." And he is going to prove, and he wants to prove that to him next week with Randy putting the WWE title on the line. And and Randy will come down to the ring. We get a stare down. Angel then slaps Randy on the fucking jaw. Like that's how much he wants this. But that is a big fucking mistake for Angel, as Randy Orton kills the living daylights out of him. And that's basically his way of saying, and he gets down towards Angel, he tells him, "I'll see you next week." So yes, next week, it will be Randy Orton versus Angel Garza for the WWE Champion. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And now, before our main event, we get a little thing outside. We get a little thing between Carmelo Hayes and Sami Zayn where Sami is trying to tell Carmelo that Trick has not changed. He doesn't believe he has changed. A man who would put Carmelo on the line for him is no real friend. It doesn't matter how conflicted he is. It doesn't matter what that feels like. To him, that's not what a friend should be. Carmelo doesn't know. Carmelo doesn't know if he should believe him. But he is going to have this match with Trick Williams, and he is going to prove that he can be. He's going to prove that he is worthy of the Intercontinental. No, the United States Championship. My apologies, my brain started to malfunction. So that's your main event. 15-minute match. I don't like that being a cheap finish. I don't like that being a cheap finish. Oh, that has to be the finish. Okay, I guess that's just is the finish then. Alright. So yeah, Trick Williams will retain the title by disqualification. He attacks Carmelo Hayes, tries to go for the hell of a kick, but Trick Williams. No. No, here's what happened. Looks like Carmelo is gonna go for something here. I don't know where Sami Zayn comes in, hits Trick Williams with the hell of a kick. Match is thrown out. They fight for a bit. Carmelo's able to fight Sami off. Carmelo and Trick, they stare each other down as Joe Tessitore asks the question, is Trick Mello Gang back together? Okay, I need to cut 3 minutes from this. Fine by me. Let's start by cutting that off. Okay. I'll cut this down. put that down to 9 minutes. Unfortunately, there aren't many matches where I could really add things to it. Alright, you don't need to be storytelling. Well, nothing I can do about that. I need to get the ratio right because it's not where it should be. This might take a little bit. Make that 4 minutes. Make that 2. Make that 2. Oh, sorry, Seth. Nothing I can do about it. I'll give this one a little bit more time. Still at 48. I don't mind moving that down. Making all this 3, 3, and 3. And we'll give a couple more minutes to this match. That's fine. Will that be enough? Nope. Gotta do a little bit more. Right. Okay. This one's a minute. This one's 2. And to pad off the time, have this one go 1 more minute. And we'll have Ilya and Dragunov go for 8 minutes. That works. Alright. All that's left to do is make pre-show matches. And we should be set. For all the people that can still book. Let's have Apollo Crews lose to... Oh! Lose to Braun Breaker. Perfect. Yeah, this one could just be a 5-minute match. Braun Breaker beats the shit out of Crews. Should probably do something with Matt side down. And Middle League, actually. I know. So, it didn't work out with Matt Cardona. They had no chemistry as tag team partners. Pair him up with Menelik. Let's see what they do. And Brutus, Julius Creed. They'll have a match. Give the win to Brutus. Have him pinned Menelik. Sounds good to me. I'll move that already. What else do we want to do here? Who doesn't have a match? I'll give Gresham a match. That's fine. He could face... Go face Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn will get the win here. Hell of a kick. Probably. Yeah. And I do want to do a women's tag match. That makes sense. Danny Luna, Jody Sweat. I promise there aren't any good options. You know what? I'll bring in someone from NXT. I'll bring a group from NXT after this. Sure, let's listen to Mackenzie Page. Or Kenzie Page and Kylie Alexa in real life. This works. Alright, Danny Luna. correct? I'll let Daniel Luna get the win here. Have her pin Alexis Page. Nice little matchup here. Honestly, that could just be the first one of the show. Yeah, I think that might be a smart idea. And finally, before the show starts proper, have Danhausen share his 24 divided by 7 championship with the people. He will celebrate this title with the people. He's all happy. He's all excited about this. Basically just getting the crowd pumped up for the show to come. Okay, I think that'll be it. There are potential issues, yes, but they won't really hurt too much, I don't think. We'll get there when we get there. Alright, that's everything. Let's start the show. 40 here. Wow, Mackenzie Page performed the best out of everyone. My goodness. Out of everyone, Mackenzie Page was the best of the bunch. That is fun. That is a little funny. Matt Sydal and the Creed Brothers. Matt Sydal, Mental League, and the Creed Brothers. Creed Brothers obviously picking up the win here. Creed Brothers look good. Mental League actually matched up with Brutus. That is a good thing. Good to see. Yeah, no surprise here. Braun Breaker gets a win. 48. Nice little squash match. 53. Gresham and Sami Zayn did not click, and it made for an awkward bout. Understandable. Understandable. 62 for that. 76. A 76 for this segment. Not bad. Not bad. I will take it. 65. 61. Alright. That's pretty good. Not yet. Okay, Birthright doing what they gotta do. 51. 34. And they didn't click at all. Okay. Don't do that again. 57. This brought the crowd back. This brought the crowd back. And I think we could probably do this with Solo now. Poor. But no real things here. No rolls here. It's just poor. So it will probably get better with time. Still 57. 56. 59. And Gable and Cardona do not work well as a team. Their timing is all over the place. Okay. That will not be explored then. Alright. Well, I guess that's the end of that team. Jesus Christ, we got a 41. Good lord. 59 here. 33. Fine by me. That will get him back up. That's a 77. Very nicely done. 53. Did what I needed to do. JC James 238. I need to get that up there. If I can at least get it to like mid 40s, I've done my job. 46. Nice. Just nice. 81 for this? Damn. Okay. But hard carry by CM Punk and Ricky Saints. hard carried by CM Punk and Ricky Starks. Those two went toe to toe on the mic, and they performed. You might be looking at a match between the two of them at some point. That might be something I look into for the next show. 74, pretty good. 56, Rhea Ripley with a 78, and that was with her offer game. That is impressive. That is very impressive. 73? Honestly, given those Wagner brothers are unimportant, that is very, very impressive. I will accept that. 59, 54, 25. That's a 25. Woof. Evil was off his game, but Evil and Akira did have good chemistry. Great chemistry, actually. Okay. That could be something I revisit. Right. What's the crowd looking like? Simmering. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. That's fine. And a 75 for them. Excellent stuff. 32. Ooh, they're unclear. Well, Julia with a 57. Alright, I know what I gotta do here. I'm gonna make you lift the crowd just to be safe. Because we are starting to lose them. Nice. 61. Okay. Alright. That helped. That helped. Got them ready for the main event. Angel out here again. Angel got a 41. Randy Orton came in clutch here. He came across really well for Angel. Very nicely done. 72. Ooh, 64. Not the best idea to have the US title main eventing tonight, it seems. But then, Trick Williams, not the best in the ring. Rel kind of had to do his thing. 68, that's your show. And we end with a 71. Which is okay. It's not where I want it to be. But SmackDown is very much still in that figuring things out. They're trying to build up new stars. They're trying to build up the new stars quickly so that we have a nucleus to work with. So yeah, this one's probably going to be a long-term process. Hopefully it pans out in the end. We will see. Now, last thing on the agenda before we sign off, let us see if there are any incidents that need to be addressed, as well as any things that the wrestlers want to talk about. Okay, Ricky Steamboat's retiring. That's a shame. Oh, fine. 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 Yeah. Let's see. Any notes? Bianca Belair's contract is ending. I will take care of that. Regular wrestler for Charlie MC. Oh, no. Paul. Paul. What are you doing, Paul? What are you doing? I'm gonna have a talk to him about this. Carly Bryan entertainer now. That's nice. Oh, what the Evolve doing? Let's see. Ah, yes. The never-ending feud between Chaz Hall and Drake Dartmouth. Fun times. What else is there? 52 between Dorado and Drake Dartmouth, also known as Carson Drake. Right? And finally, yeah, that's about what I would expect. Yeah, that is your prototypical Evolve. And also, Vince Russo got buried for his shit booking. Very true to life. Alright, that will be all for today. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will be back for more very soon. Until next time, this is Jacob Jones, signing out.